Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to review this Gevalia Mocha Latte K-Cup. So this is an all-in-one. You can make a mocha latte with just any kind of Keurig machine. Now I've got the K Supreme right now, but it's kind of a little fancier machine. It's got 5 needles on the top, but you don't need this fancy of a machine. It'll work in a K Elite. It'll work in a K Cafe on the coffee side, even in a K Duo. I got the Cuisinart. It'll work on a K-Cup on the Cuisinart side. It'll even work here on this K Slim. Most Keurigs just have a single needle at the top, so it'll work on all of those. Pretty much any Keurig machine that can do an 8 ounce. That's what the package says to do this on, 8 ounces. So these cost about $13, but you get 12. So it's a little more than $1 for one serving. And what you get in here, so one side's got like K-cups. This is kind of they call these the Espresso coffee cup. And then here's your powder and froth, and it's got milk in it, it says, but it's just a powder. Very nicely packaged. The instructions are very simple. We're going to empty the packet into a glass. We're going to put the K-cup in. We're going to brew it on the 8 ounce setting and stir. Now, one thing I've noticed is, so this thing says it makes a froth at the top, and it sort of does, and I'll show you that. So I went ahead and cut open the K-cups. It says it's an espresso K-cup. Now, when you smell these coffee grounds, it actually does smell like an espresso kind of coffee ground. It doesn't smell like a normal coffee. It's got a coffee smell to it, but it does kind of smell like an espresso. Coffee grounds. This is the one that's not been brewed. It is in a coffee filter, and here's the ones that have been brewed. So just a little bit of caution. So you're going to empty this packet. Now this packet, what I've noticed is it's really, there's kind of a powder that kind of floats in the air after you open it. But it does say tear here, and it does tear. But you want to be careful. This the powder really kind of floats in the air. So if you pour it out really fast, you're going to get a bunch of, the first time I did it. So see how you've got some kind of stuff floating? So just be careful with the packet. It's a really, really fine powder, and it can make a big mess if you got it all over. So we're gonna put this under there. This is just like a normal K-cup. We're gonna open this up. We're gonna put it in there. We're gonna let the machine do the work. It says to do a coffee. I mean, you could even do a strong. Not every Keurig has strong, but we're gonna do the 8 ounce setting and a coffee. So we're gonna have to stir this up really good when we're done. So here's that kind of froth they're talking about. So it does make a little bit of a froth, and it'll make a little bit more when we stir it. Okay, so we need to get this and stir it. It does brew it like a normal coffee, around 160. But by the time we get done stirring it, it cools off really, really quick. And again, you can sort of see that froth on the top. It does that somehow, but we really do have to stir this because there was quite a bit of powder left in the bottom. And you can tell by stirring it, it does. So it does sort of make a milk froth. So it's cooled off pretty good. Yeah, we're already down to about 150. But you can blow on this and drink it pretty easy. So people are going to ask, how does it taste? So it tastes pretty good. But granted, it is a powder, and you are using a K-cup. And you're using 8 ounces. So by running 8 ounces through that K-cup, it does have a pretty strong coffee taste to it. But with the powder, It also has a pretty strong mocha taste to it. I can taste the milk in there just a little bit. Um, it's a pretty good drink. I mean, if you don't have access to a milk frother, if you don't have access to stuff, if you only have a Keurig machine, this is a pretty decent way to go. It's a really sweet drink. It does take away all the bitterness from the coffee, so you're going to be able to drink it. Again, here's what it looks like when you're done. These are the K cups. This is the K cup when it's done. It does have a filter. So it tastes really good. There's just other ways of frothing milk that you do get a little better tasting drink when you use something like a K Cafe with a milk frother, but it is a little more work. Here you've got something very simple. So just a short review. I do like this drink. If you've got any questions on it or any other drinks you'd like me to review, I just go out and buy the K cups with my own money. I'm not supported by anybody. I'm just trying to help people. With Keurigs and kind of the different drinks, there's so many different K cups out there, and this one seemed to has a lot of reviews when you go to the site to buy it. So I thought I would do a review on it. And thanks everybody for watching. And if you could, please like and subscribe.